Imagine growing up in the city that officially does not exist. Your home has no name on any map. Your address leads nowhere. You cannot tell strangers where you were born because even saying the name is forbidden. For decades, millions of people around the world lived normal lives in places governments pretended were not real. Entire places were erased from atlases, cancelled from school books, and blurred from satellites. These were not ancient ruins, they had schools, hospitals, cinemas, and families. So, why were they hidden? And more importantly, how many are still missing today? We trust maps more than almost anything. Maps define borders, nations, and identities. They tell us what exists and what does not. But throughout modern history, maps have lied. During the 20th century, secrecy became a weapon. Wars were no longer fought only with armies but with information. Governments learned that the most powerful advantage was not strength, it was silence. The Cold War transformed the world into a chessboard of secrets. Nuclear weapons, biological research, space programs, and intelligence agencies expanded at an unimaginable pace. To protect these operations, governments created something extraordinary, cities that officially does not exist. They were called closed cities, restricted zones, and special administrative areas. On paper, they were blank spaces. In reality, they were homes of scientists, soldiers, engineers, and families. Residents were given fake addresses. Their mail was rerouted. Birth certificates listed distant cities they had never visited. Even relatives often had no idea where they lived. And this was not limited to one country. The United States, the Soviet Union, China, others followed quietly. Some of these cities were revealed after decades, others were renamed and slowly placed on maps. But a disturbing truth remains not all of them were ever acknowledged. Even in the 21st century, the age of satellite, smartphones, and global connectivity, there are still places deliberately hidden from public view. This is a story of secret cities, how they were built, how people lived inside them, and why some remain missing from maps to this day. The idea of hiding a city did not begin as paranoia, it began as necessity. During World War II, governments realized that certain projects were too dangerous to be public. Nuclear research, in particular, demanded extreme secrecy. Knowledge itself became a threat. One of the earliest examples was Los Alamos, a town created in the United States for Manhattan Project. Scientists lived there with their families, completely isolated from the outside world. Guards surrounded the town, letters were cancelled, residents often did not know what their neighbors worked on. But Los Alamos was only the beginning. The Soviet Union took the concept further, much further. Beginning in the late 1940s, it constructed dozens of closed cities. These cities were not merely restricted, they were erased. They had no names, only numbers. City 40, Arzamas 16, Chelyabinsk 65. On maps, these places were blank. Officially, they did not exist. Unofficially, they were critical to nuclear weapons development. People were recruited under secrecy agreements. Once inside, living was nearly impossible. Guards controlled every entrance, surveillance was constant. Yet life inside was strongly normal. There were schools, theaters, parks, and sport teams. In fact, many closed cities were better funded than ordinary towns. The governments wanted residents to stay silent. Children grew up believing this was normal. They learned early never to ask questions, never to mention where they lived. Silence was not enforced with fear, it was taught as loyalty. By the 1960s, hidden cities had become a standard feature of global power. The world expanded on the surface while entire population disappeared beneath layers of secrecy. What was daily life like inside a city missing from maps? Surprisingly ordinary and deeply controlled. Residents woke up, went to work, sent their children to school, and wanted movies at night, but every aspect of life existed under invisible rules. Mail was read, phone calls were monitored, travel required permission. Most residents could not leave without official approval. Foreigners were strictly prohibited. Even nearby citizens were unaware these cities existed. Addresses were false. Something living in City 40 might officially be registered hundreds of kilometers away. Birth certificates listed fake hometowns, deaths were recorded elsewhere. For children, this secrecy shaped identity. They learned early that curiosity was dangerous. Teachers avoided geography lessons involving their region. Maps in classrooms were incomplete by design. Yet, many residents felt proud. They believed they were protecting their country. They lived better than average citizens. Crime was rare, employment was granted. In exchange, they gave up freedom of information. But silence had a cost. Accidents happened, sometimes serious ones. Environmental damage occurred in secret. Illness spread without explanation. People were told not to ask why. In some cities, residents later learned that they had lived near dangerous materials for decades without their knowledge. Still, few spoke out. Breaking secrecy agreements could lead to punishment, loss of privileges, or exile. These cities were prisons without walls and homes without names. Many believe secret cities are the relics of Cold War. That belief is comforting and incomplete. While some closed cities were revealed after the fall of Soviet Union, others remain restricted and few forms of hidden locations have emerged. In the modern era, secrecy no longer relies solely on fences and guards. It relies on digital control. Certain military research hubs remain absent from public maps. Satellite images are blurred and delayed. Online databases show empty terrain where buildings clearly exist. In some regions, entire districts are missing from navigation systems. Roads lead nowhere. GPS signals weaken. These locations are often linked to cyber warfare units, advanced weapons research, space and satellite programs, intelligence training facilities. Governments rarely confirm their existence. Instead, they deny, redirect, or stay silent. In China, certain regions are restricted to the public with no official explanation. In the United States, areas around classified testing sites remain intentionally vague. Other nations follow similar practices. The difference today is visibility, information leaks, satellites observe, whistleblowers speak, yet secrecy adopts. Instead of hiding cities completely, governments hide their purpose. Names exist, but functions do not. Maps show outlines, but not meaning. The city is visible, but the truth is not. And that may be even more powerful. Removing a city from existence requires more than secrecy, it requires coordination. First comes legal silence. Laws prohibit discussing certain locations. Journalists are blocked, researchers are denied access. Second comes cartographic manipulation. Maps are altered, some areas are left blank, others are mislabeled as forests, lakes, or industrial zones. Third comes digital distortion. Satellites imagery is blurred or outdated. Public mapping services comply with restrictions. Fourth comes social erasure. Residents are trained to stay silent, outsiders never hear stories. Over time, memory fades. The most effective secrecy is not force, it is normalization. When people stop asking questions, the lie sustains itself. And finally comes time. After decades, entire generations grow up unaware that a city ever existed. Silence becomes history. Despite everything, secrets do not last forever. Former residents grow old, governments collapse, documents surface, stories emerge. In the 1990s, some closed cities were officially acknowledged for the first time. Residents learned the real names of places where they had lived in their entire lives. But even today, not all stories are told. Some former residents refuse interviews, others claim they were warned never to speak. Even decades later, files remain classified. And then there are rumors. Cities that appear briefly on satellite images then vanish. Construction in remote areas without explanation. Towns with populations larger than officially recorded. Are these coincidences or echoes of an old system that never fully disappeared? The truth is unsettling. If cities could be hidden before the internet, imagine what can still be hidden now. Maps are not just tools, they are promises. They promise transparency, knowledge, and truth. But history shows that maps can also lie by omission. The secret cities missing from maps remind us that power often operates in silence, that entire lives can unfold in places the world is never meant to see. Some of these cities are born from fear, others from ambition, many from the belief that secrecy equals safety. But secrecy has consequences. People deserve to know where they live, what surrounds them, what risks they face. As technology advances, the line between visible and invisible continues to blur. Perhaps the greatest mystery is not where these cities are, but why we accept that they might exist at all. So, next time you look at the map, remember this: what you see is not always everything that exists, and somewhere beyond the blank spaces, cities may still be waiting, unseen, unnamed, and officially forgotten.